So here's what my pharm studying looks like. At least this is like phase 1 of pharm studying. So I have the Notability app on my iPad, and it's literally like a lifesaver for me. Like, I really love this app. I do recommend it. I recommend making the extra purchase and getting the iPad that you can write with, and then purchasing Notability. Like, I'm frugal and I recommend buying, like, spending the money. So that's how you know it's good. But anyway, aside from that, so the way he structures his class is he lectures, obviously. I mean, every class. He lectures and he lets us record them. He also posts his own recordings, but I like to just have my own, just so I know that I have them, because sometimes he'll forget to record and whatnot. So yeah, so this is our contraception. Okay, but here's the set. Like, look how long this is. That's 2 hours long. So yeah, his lectures are really long, usually 2.5 to 3 hours, which really sucks, but whatever. And sometimes I'll do 2 lectures in a day, so like there'll be like 2 1.5 hour lectures. Anyway, so this is the contraception lecture, and I think so sometimes during his class I will be studying for the quiz that he gives us at the end, because he'll give us 2 quizzes, which are the first one is over the lecture from the last week. So Thursday nights, like, I have pharm on Friday, so Thursday nights, like, it's almost like studying for a test, because I'm like going over his lecture and trying to memorize like every single point of it, because he only gives us 6 questions. So like, if you miss one question just because like you're being dumb or you don't know or whatever, it puts you at an 83, I think is what it gives you. So that's just one question missed, and you already like have a low B on it. So that's why I spent a lot of time studying for his lectures. It just sucks though, because like I'll study his lecture, like I'll pay attention to the lecture most of the time, and then I'll study his lectures before the quiz, and like I'll know that material, but then it's just like there's so much information being thrown at you that by the time the test comes around with that material, I've like already forgotten it, and like I don't know. So that's one thing that I feel like they could do better, is they just throw so much information at you that it's like I don't remember anyway, so what's the point of me like stressing myself out? But anyway, so what was I gonna say? So yeah, and then okay, so the reason like I will only sometimes pay attention in his class is because he gives us 2 quizzes each class. The first quiz over his lecture, and then the second quiz is over what's called PME, which is Pharmacology Made Easy. It's a module. It's like online modules through ATI, and he assigns those for us every week. Sometimes they'll assign us 2, and those modules have nothing to do with what he's teaching us in lecture. So we'll be learning like 2 completely different like pharmacology topics at the same exact time, which can become like really overwhelming, especially like on top of everything else that we're doing. Like, we're not just taking pharm. Like, pharm in itself is like a beast. Don't even get me started on OB. Like, do not even get me started on freaking OB. But yeah, so sometimes I'll take the time during class, because his lectures are like 3 hours long. I'll take that chunk of time to study for the PME module that he gives us at the end of class, and then I can get a good grade on that. And then that's why I record his lectures, and that's also why he sends his lectures out, I think, is like he understands like how beneficial it is to just re-listen to his lecture, because he tests us just based strictly on knowledge. Like, he doesn't test us like nursing school. He tests us on like, what is Librel and what does it do? Like, that's all he'll say. He won't be like, your patient comes in with nausea and abdominal pain. I don't know, something random. What do you think? Like, what do you do for this? Like, he doesn't ask you those questions, or like, what medication do you think they could be? I don't know. I'm just making up a question, but he just asks you straight up, which is nice. But like I said, it's hard because you just have to memorize absolutely everything. And I think I was looking, and let me see. test that he's giving us, we started at contraceptions. Ouch. Yeah, so we started at contraception. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. That's a repeat, not that. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, that's depression, not diabetes. Okay, yeah, so eight lectures to go over for this test, which is a ton. So that is contraceptives, analgesics. Oh wait, these are duplicated. I don't know. So one of these are duplicated. So I think it's only 7 lectures, but regardless, contraception, analgesics, all the GI drugs, which are, for me, really hard. There's a lot of these things, and they're hard to remember. Diabetes, which for me was actually really easy to remember, surprisingly. Depression and antipsychotics, which these 2 lectures I haven't listened to yet because we did these on last Friday. And yeah, like I said, I haven't had the chance to listen to them, so I'm about to re-listen to them right now. Yes, so that is basically what pharm looks like for me. I know it's different for a lot of people. I don't know how other nursing programs like structure their pharmacology lecture or content, or like, to be honest, I don't even know if it's a requirement. I'm sure it is, like, at least some type of pharmacology, but my school likes to be extra, and they hire, like, the most, like, I don't even know how to describe this man. He's a pharmacologist. He's not a nurse. So he doesn't really know anything about nursing. He just knows drugs. Like, that's all he knows. He is, like, the expert on drugs. He commutes from another, like, really reputable school over to our school to lecture us. So, and I guess at that school, he's known as, like, a really hard, like, people avoid his class because of how hard it is, which, like, makes me feel better about myself, I guess, because, like, I just know that it's not just me being stupid. Like, it is just so hard to remember. Like I said, the concepts aren't hard because it's just memorization. Like, you just have to remember the drug name, the mechanism of action, the contraindications, and the side effects, which for me, side effects are so hard to remember because, like, all of them are the same, yet, like, slightly different, and they will ask you, like, they'll have a select all that apply on, like, so nausea. A lot of, like, drugs that you take orally can cause nausea and vomiting, but, like, maybe there's just one drug that doesn't cause it, and they'll ask that drug and be like, this drug causes all of the following side effects. Select all that apply. So, like, nausea will be on there, and you'll be like, oh, well, any drug that you take orally really has the potential to cause nausea, and then, like, you'll click it, and it's wrong because it's like, this one drug doesn't cause nausea. So, like, you have to really remember everything, which really sucks, but alright, I'm gonna stop talking now. Random, but look how cute he is. Come here, Shadow. Come here. Show them your short legs. Show them your legs. I'm so mean. Come here. Stand up. Look at your short legs. You're so cute. Look at those legs. Stand up. Stand up. It's so cute. Up. Stand up. Look at me. So handsome. Oh my goodness. Look at your tail. Okay, he has a bald spot on his tail. I don't know what's wrong with him. He, like, ripped off the freaking skin. Not the skin, but he ripped off the hair on his tail. I've been putting, like, a cream on it and wrapping it, but he keeps ripping it off and then ripping more of his hair off. And I'm like, I do not know what to do for this boy right now. What am I supposed to do with you? Huh? Huh? Oh, he's so cute. He's asking me to pet him. That's so adorable. Love you. Poor Shadow. He probably hates me. I do this to him all the time. And you don't let him leave. You're probably so frustrated with me. Is anybody else this obsessed with their dog? Because, like... I'll tell you Shadow's story. So, Shadow was adopted. Shadow was adopted from the shelter 2 years ago in December. Or was it a year ago? Shadow, do you remember? I feel like I've known you forever. I don't even know. You're so sweet. Sorry, y'all, if I'm being annoying, but I just love him so much. He's so cute. He's like, help me, please. Oh. We think he's a corgi mix, but to be honest, we don't really know. Because, like, if he would stand up, you can see how short he is for, like, how long he is. He's just so adorable. But, so we adopted him about, I'm going to say 2 years ago, but honestly, it might have been a year ago. I don't know. Was it last Christmas? He was a Christmas present to my boyfriend's dad because, I don't know, we just thought he would like a companionship from a dog, which sounds, I don't know. Anyway, we thought he would enjoy having a dog around. So, we adopted Shadow, and I was, like, willing to take Shadow in case his dad didn't really, like, want him as a Christmas present, because it's not always the smartest idea to get a dog for someone as, like, a present if they're not verbally, like, I want a dog, you know? See, he never said he wanted a dog. We just, like, assumed, like, he could benefit from having a dog around. So, anyway, we searched and searched and searched and searched all throughout all the shelters for a dog that we thought would be compatible for his dad. And there were just nothing but, like, nothing. I don't have anything against pit bulls, but pit bulls are big and strong, and his dad has, like, knee replacements and stuff, so we didn't want, like, a big dog that could jump and, like, push someone over. And I don't know, it's just, like, every single dog in the shelter was, like, either a Chihuahua, which, no offense to anyone that has a Chihuahua, but I did not want a yappy dog. I'm gonna be honest, y'all can't deny it. Chihuahuas are so yappy. They bark at everything. So, I didn't want a Chihuahua. Like, we didn't want a Chihuahua for him. We didn't want a big dog or a pit bull or any of those type of dogs. So, yeah. The other thing is, like, 9 times out of 10, probably 9.5 times out of 10, the dogs would have heartworms, which wasn't a deal breaker, but we just, I don't know, we were just trying to find a dog that, the more I talk about this, the more, like, rude I feel like I sound, but I don't know, we were basically looking for a dog for someone else, so, like, I didn't want to give someone a dog that had problems, as sad as that sounds, like, we didn't want to give them someone that had problems. So we were just, like, looking, and we almost gave up, to be honest. We almost gave up on the search, to be honest, because we just weren't finding the right fit for his dad. And I took a trip to a shelter that was, like, probably 20 minutes. It was in another town. I took a trip over there, and I saw Shadow, and I sent a picture to Kyle, and I was like, he's so cute, and he's, like, not barking, like, when you walk into the shelter, all the dogs are going wild, like, and that's normal, like, that's not, I wasn't mad about that, but, like, it just caught my eye that Shadow was just sitting there, like, so prim and proper, like, just wagging his tail, just kind of, like, he just seems so sweet, and so I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is the dog, like, this is the dog. He didn't have heartworms. Like, even if he did, I think he still, like, we still would have adopted him because, like, he was just so perfect and so sweet and so cute. So, it turns out, I was asking the shelter about him, and they were like, oh, yeah, he's been returned to the shelter a few times, and I was just like, No. So I guess like the first family that adopted him had a young child, and apparently Shadow bit them. But here's the thing, like, if someone's pulling on my ears or my tail or ripping my hair out, like, I would bite them too. So I'm guessing the parents are just stupid and not supervising their child, and so Shadow got mad. Plus, like, the way he is, he gets really stressed out in a new environment. Like, he needs his personal space, like, when he gets placed in a new spot. Like, so he was also probably stressed, and they had this, like, little kid trying to rip his ear off, and he was just like, I mean, I would do the same thing. So I guess they took him back to the shelter after that. And then he got adopted a second time. He has spent like a year in the shelter, which I don't know if I believe. Like, how could you not see him and like immediately fall in love? Like, I just don't understand. But anyway, so the second family adopted him, and I can't remember what they said about him, but for some reason they also returned him. I'm like, what? Like, what? This poor puppy. So due to that, I think Shadow has really, really bad separation anxiety, because he follows me absolutely everywhere. Like, when I'm in the shower, I have to keep the curtain like slightly open so he can like watch me and make sure I'm still there. When I leave, he'll cry, which makes my heart break. Like, the other day, Kyle and I had his brother's wedding to go to, and we were just running errands and like doing stuff beforehand. And I was going to breakfast with his mom, I think. I don't know. I had to do something. Like, I had to leave. And, like, I closed the door, and Shadow lost it. He was like, oh, 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 just, like, crying. Like, he sounded like someone was trying to murder him. And I just, like, I wanted to take him with me. Like, I'm like, it's all, you know how people have, like, their own emotional support animal? I'm like, you know what? I think I'm Shadow's emotional support animal, because he goes crazy when I'm not around, which makes me really sad, because that's just, like, that shows me that he was, like, abandoned before. And also, he's really afraid of men, so I think he was beaten by a guy. These are just theories. Don't come for me. I'm just, like, theorizing what I think his issues are. What else? I don't know. He's, like, the sweetest little thing. I love him so much. But anyway, I have him now because when Kyle told his dad he was going to move out, his dad said, you need to take Shadow with you. And I was like, without a question, I wanted to take him, because, like, I have been obsessed with Shadow since day one. Like, literally. And, like, I don't know, like, I could sit and talk about him for hours, because that's how much I love him. He has brought so much joy into my life. I'm just staring at him right now. He's so cute. He just wants me to shut up already, I think. Hey. Those are my shorts from earlier. Hey. This has turned into, like, all about Shadow video. This isn't even nursing school anymore. Hi! I'm annoying you, aren't I? I'm obsessed with you. Oh, you're so cute. Look at all his toys. These are all of his toys right here. Literally. I can't even count the amount of stuffed animals he has. Where's your dino? Oh, there's his dino. Over there, the gray thing. Oh, he has a sock obsession. There's his pile of socks that he collects from the pantry. Not the pantry, the closet, hamper, basket, dirty laundry thing. Come here, Shadow. Come here. Look. Come here. Right? He's so cute. Look at him. Aww. You can see how short he is now. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Now he has his little squirrel. And don't mind that. We got a new bed, and the old mattress has just been sitting there until we can transport it somewhere else. But yeah, basically that is that. You're so handsome. You can't sit here and tell me this is not precious. You're too sweet. Mama. Every time I stop itching, he's like, keep itching. Huh. Oh. Look at that face. Look at that. Look at those. Shadow, you look hilarious. Yeah? Mwah. I guess since I went into detail about Shadow, I figured I would talk to y'all about Coda. So Coda is, she lives with my parents now, but we adopted her. No, we didn't adopt her. We actually bought her on Craigslist. As sketchy as that sounds. We bought her in Craigslist. She is a Great Pyrenees. This is her as a puppy. Like, oh my goodness, look at that face. My goodness. She still looks exactly the same, just like bigger. I don't have any pictures of her. I mean, I do, but I don't have any pictures on my iPad of her when she's older. But like, oh my goodness, like look at that. Look at that tail. I just want to like squeeze her. She's so cute.